All right, we are live. What's going on tonight, everybody? Dan, what's going on tonight?
What's up? I feel like you're sitting really far up than you normally do, so I feel like I
Yeah,
gotta
I don't know if it's my chair. Maybe that's a little bit better.
yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting low in my chair. I think my camera's maybe. I should have raised it up a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like I should be the one sitting up higher since I am officially number one in fantasy crypto.
I don't know if Derek's on yet, but
I'll be
Derek,
constantly.
be prepared because it's going to be a constant influx of Dan bragging.
I got to remind everybody how awesome I am with
Yeah,
fantasy.
well, let's see. Luis says, thank you, Elon Musk, for this dip buying opportunity. Absolutely. You know, I see a lot of people, oh man, a lot of people online right now freaking out about everything going down. I kind of sat there with a smile on my face, personally, just because it's a buying opportunity. As always, not professional financial advice, guys, but it's a correction. It's not, it's not the end of the market or anything like that. It's coming back, and that's what we're going to talk about. It actually already kind of is. You know what? Let's just jump into it and do it. We're going to do the fantasy league updates here in just a few minutes because I actually have to hop off for a couple minutes at about 10:15. I've got something I have to do really, really quickly. So Dan's going to do all the fantasy league updates for that. It's going to be a quick stream tonight, guys, because Dan and I both have stuff at 10:30 that we've got going on. We got videos to film and all sorts of stuff to do. So we'll knock it out pretty quick. But I'm gonna share my screen here.
Oh, Luis says, buy the Bitcoin dip, hashtag not financial advice. Hey, Luis, Kyle's starting, he's trying to trademark that. Not financial advice.
Along with every other crypto YouTuber.
That's right. Hey, you owe him a nickel now, Luis. So,
Let's see.
What we got?
Come on. Sorry, I'm waiting for my computer to finally catch up. Come on. There we go. All right. So the good news is, I mean, obviously the market being all red is not music to anybody's ears. However, and wow, look at the last 7 days. And look who's sitting pretty still. Number 2, the chosen one. You guessed it, Ethereum. Look at that. Still up 12% on the week when everybody else is down pretty much double digits. I don't know. I rest my case. But, you look at it, this isn't nearly as bad as it was pretty much an hour ago. So pretty much an hour ago, a little bit more than an hour ago. I mean, Bitcoin went down like 12, 13% or something like that. ETH was down at like $3,700. Bitcoin was challenging that 47,000, which we've talked about as kind of a hard line of resistance for it and everything. At least that's kind of what I've been seeing with it. And Doge just continues to plummet. But I mean, Cardano was $1.75 or 76 earlier today. So I mean, you can see it's definitely affected the whole market. But as Louis said, it's a buying opportunity, in my opinion. I don't believe that the market is. We're literally just past halftime. I mean, we're like just starting the third quarter. We're just heading into the fifth inning, basically, of this cycle. I really do believe that. I don't think that you'll see the end of the market until sometime October, November timeframe for it. So I look at it as a buying opportunity. Some of the projects that are doing really well, we just had a video go out about Aave. Look at that. Even during this horrific day that's been going on for everybody else, Aave still up 15%. They were up 25% earlier today. They've got actually some really cool news that came out. Basically, there may be a lot of institutional money about to flow into Aave. Anybody that's not sure what Aave is, it's a decentralized lending protocol. So it's basically a DeFi lending protocol that what they're doing right now is they are testing kind of integrating centralized finance with decentralized finance and intermixing it and everything. So they have a practice pool, if you will, practice liquidity pool that they are allowing the institutions to practice with before just jumping right in feet first into the crypto space. So really bullish news for that. And it actually hit a new all-time high earlier today. It was almost up to 580. It was like 588, 589. So that's been doing really well. Honestly, not a lot of other projects that are doing great, but again, would I get into Aave right now? Probably not, because it's excuse me, on a huge pump, but just about everything else is on a, pretty nice dip, pretty much double digits for just about everything. So,
Well, we
VeChain.
have. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say VeChain and Theta are actually the two that I'm really kind of looking at right now. Theta under $10, I think, is a steal. I mean, obviously, if you could get it, way sooner than that, we'd all love to be able to go back to those times when you could have bought this thing for, less than $5, less than $2. Same thing though with VeChain. I think VeChain right now is looking like a steal. Anything under 20 cents on that, I think VeChain at least gets to $1 this year, if not maybe a little bit more. The other one too, and we talked about this on a video the other night. Keep your eye on Ethereum Classic. I literally have zero reasoning for that in terms of like, oh, they've got this really bullish news coming out, or there's this going on, or there's that going on. Purely out of speculation that, we're seeing all these meme coins pump. We're seeing the Doge coins and stuff like that are really getting big pumps. As more new people flood the market, which is a good thing. Okay. That's the reason I don't really hate on meme coins too much. I give them a little bit of crap here and there, but I don't really hate on meme coins too much because they do bring the general public into crypto. They're big on TikTok and stuff like that. They bring the general public in. And I think that that's good overall because it's more money coming into the market. But with that being said, what's going to happen is, they keep hearing about Ethereum. It's becoming a household name. A lot of people, I mean, the average investor is going to look at it and be like, $4,000, I can't afford Ethereum, not knowing that they can just buy partial if they want to. But they're going to look at it and say, $4,000, Ethereum's already pumped. It's already had its run. There's no way. And then you go down here to ETH Classic, and hey, it shares the Ethereum name. It's, just an older version of it. It's the original version of the Ethereum code. And wow, I can get it under $100. Like, why wouldn't I buy that? Plus it's easy to get your hands on. I mean, you can literally get it on some of the biggest exchanges out there. So I just have a feeling that that's destined for a big run. People won't pay attention to market cap. They won't pay attention to, circulating supply or anything like that. They'll FOMO into something because it's got that name and it's easy to get.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see we got a man after your heart, Kyle. 70% of Luis's portfolio is in the ETH. He knows.
I love it.
He knows how to get you right there. Tug at Kyle's heartstrings a little bit.
That's right.
Kyle loves ETH.
He said he needed the dip to buy more Bitcoin. I did that the other day. I guess not the other day, a couple weeks ago when it last touched that 47,000. I want to say I bought it at like 48, 49, but that was kind of what I was waiting for too, just because prior to that was kind of the same thing. I was like, I probably ought to get my hands on a little bit more Bitcoin. Like, I feel like I probably ought to have just a little bit more in my portfolio. Even though I'm way more bullish on Ethereum, both now and long term, Bitcoin, you got to have that. You got to have that store value.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Leroy says, can't decide to sell all my Bitcoin off or to hold. I mean, totally up to you. If it was me, I wouldn't be selling it all right now, personally. There's a lot of people predicting 75K within the next 3 weeks. If you look at the stock to flow chart, kind of the same type of thing. So for me, I'd be accumulating more if you have the funds to do it. But again, that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Overall, I think that I think it's going way up from where it's at. But if you've made big gains on it and you want to turn it into something else, that's okay too. There's a lot of, as we've seen, anything's possible in crypto, and there's a lot of projects out there that if they get the right backing, here's the thing. Here's the thing you see now that you didn't see in the last bull run. You saw it a little bit. You're always going to have, the pump and dumps. You're always going to have, the penny stock, so to say. There's a lot more meme coins now than there ever used to be. And like I said, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I'm obviously, 95% of them are going to go to shit. I mean, that's the way it is. What you didn't have back in 2017 though was the mass consumer adoption like we're getting right now. We thought we had it back then, but it was nothing like it is now. But really the other part of it that we didn't have was TikTok. or TikTok. I don't even know when TikTok was started, but if it was available back then, it was definitely in its infancy. And with that, that's created a whole new a whole new aspect to this, where you have a lot of people on TikTok that really kind of pump up these meme coins, and then you get the Reddit threads going and everything, just like what happened with Wall Street Bets. And you get enough people together, and you can, people are making. There's a lot of people making a lot of money on those meme coins.
Absolutely.
Be very careful with them. Don't get caught in that situation. But I mean, take a look at what's going on with Shiba Inu right now. Absolutely had a huge pump, and then it dumped like 50%. So it doesn't mean it won't go back up. It's just be very cautious with those and make sure you're timing it and not getting in at the highest of high points. Because it could go down anytime.
Yep, absolutely.
Darren says, don't sweat it, folks. Fundamentals will win in the end. Absolutely. As for Elon, the SEC will be all over his ass, or something will come from left field. Which coins use the least energy to secure the network? Yeah, I think that, I didn't get a chance to really dive into it too much because I was filming the Aave video and everything. I saw that the market was dropping. Obviously, I didn't have a chance to really look into it too much. And then I saw afterwards, what he had tweeted about it and everything. You know what, guys? It could be a multitude of things. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen somebody spread some FUD so that they can tank the price and buy more themselves. Obviously he's got the money to be able to do it. And the backing from a following on social media that he would be able to get the price to tank a little bit. Throw out some FUD out there, get the price to tank, and then go in and scoop up a little bit more to heavy, to stack up a little bit. Let's see. What impact do you believe Elon will have on Bitcoin not being allowed to buy Teslas now? I think it's short term. I really think, exactly as Darren said, I really think it's very short term. I mean, here's the thing. Bitcoin was fine before Elon even really got involved with it. Bitcoin was already here before then. Bitcoin was the highest performing asset of the last 10 years. And I think it'll continue on that trajectory. Now, I guess I should say, crypto will continue on that. If you watch the video that I did the other day, I don't think Bitcoin ultimately ends up staying on top forever. I think ETH. I don't know if it'll be this cycle or not, but I think Ethereum is going to be nipping at its heels. And a lot of that is just looking at overall market cap right now. ETH. When you take a look, but earlier ETH was about half of the overall market cap. It's actually over. Actually, no, it's almost exactly half of the overall market cap of Bitcoin. A lot of people out there saying Binance Coin is going to pass Ethereum. Binance Coin's not even a quarter. It's not even a fifth of Ethereum's market cap right now. Binance Coin almost got passed by Doge. So, I think Ethereum is the one that will eventually knock off Bitcoin. And if you look at 24-hour trading volume, okay, Binance Coin, 6 billion. Sounds pretty good, right? Ethereum and Bitcoin, 91 and 92 billion in 24-hour trading volume. That tells you the whole story right there, or at least a huge portion of it. So I don't think it'll have a massive effect long term though, Leroy. I think it's going to be short term. It might keep the prices down for a couple days or something like that. But I think overall it's definitely going to it's going to continue to go up. And like I said, definitely check out the stock to flow chart. That thing has been like deadly accurate since its inception.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah,
I would agree with Derek on that.
It is. It's going to go back up, and he's right. The biggest thing I noticed in the last week or so, or 2 weeks, and that's only because our local paper, where Kyle and I live, published something because there's a Bitcoin mining company that wants to come into our county, and people are up and like throwing a huge fit about it because of the potential pollution it can cause and this and that, because of all the energy it takes to make it. And it's like you said, when you mine gold, or when you do anything, pretty much anything nowadays takes energy. And in order to do it, our live stream right now is taking energy. Now, I know Bitcoin takes a lot of energy, but so do a lot of other things. It is what it is. But I think you're going to find that there's other coins or other cryptos that end up taking over eventually.
He says, Derek, I literally just stopped myself from selling it. I'm at a crossroads right now. Leroy, like I said, I mean, ultimately it's gotta be your choice. For me, I'm loading up on more. I'm definitely not selling it. That's for sure. But again, if you've had Bitcoin for the long haul and you've made great profit on it, which a lot of people have been, I've made great profit on it, but I believe where it's going and it's easily hitting six figures. I'm of the school of thought that it's going to be around 250 by the end of the year. So for me, I look at it and say, I could buy more right now and 5 times my money within 5 months, basically. So that's kind of the way that I've looked at that. And for me, again, it's not, there's never a guarantee, but for me, that's the closest thing to a guarantee in crypto in terms of getting returns on your money. Compared to anything else. I mean, again, you can get higher returns on something like SafeMoon or something like that, or Shiba Inu when it was pumping, or Doge, but it's way more speculative. It's one of those things. If you don't time that right, then you could go back to zero. Derek says ETH flips Bitcoin March 2022. Interesting. It's coming. I don't know exactly when, but it's definitely coming. I'm going to hop off for just a second, Dan. I gotta do this real quick, and then if you want to start doing the crypto fantasy league stuff, I'll be right back.
No problem. We will. Let's see. So Noah says, I think ETH will pass Bitcoin long term. Yeah, honestly, guys, I think if Derek is right, if by would you say next March 2022, that'd be pretty impressive. But you got to look at what it kind of depends on where Bitcoin goes versus where ETH goes, because ETH's going to keep going up. Is Bitcoin going to get to the 250 like everyone says, and how far does it plummet down when the bear market hits? That really is yet to be seen. Kyle seems to think it won't get back below 45, even with the bear market. So we'll see. But I do think ETH is gonna shoot up and keep going up and up. So it's gonna be very interesting. So without further ado, we have our fantasy crypto results. Derek, since you are on here tonight, I think I gotta say, Derek. I mean, I'm in first place right now, and I know it's killing Derek right now because I am usually coming in last. So, guys, anyone who's not playing normally, we do a fantasy crypto league. Anyone can join. So anyone is welcome right now to do some trades. So anyone that's got trades for the fantasy crypto for this run, type them in there, and we'll get them out to you guys. So let's get those out when you need them. And so Jordan said Ethereum will hit the roof, I think. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Jordan. Well, that was quick.
There we go.
That was quick.
All right. Yeah. No, that was nice and easy.
So we have I just told everyone we were going to be doing our crypto.
I guess we can announce to them our new series that we're going to be doing on here too. So anybody that pays attention to our channel and watches us, guys, you know that I'm not big on technical analysis myself. I know that there's definitely a place for it, and it definitely works. It's just not something I've ever really done a whole lot myself, and it's just not something that is like overly interesting to me. And I've always been much more about, I'm just going to pay attention to use case, team members, partnerships, big news, that type of stuff. However, I know that there's been a lot of people wanting to know, some technical analysis stuff. So what we're actually going to do, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun, Derek, in the chat there, you guys know Derek right there. He actually has some background doing technical analysis, trading stocks and stuff like that. And what we're going to do, it's going to be a new series that we're going to be doing on here. And I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a technical analysis for beginners type of thing where, Derek has, had experience doing it in the past, but it's, it's a little bit different than doing it in crypto. So you guys kind of get a bird's eye view of somebody learning technical analysis and kind of learning to read the charts and everything, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's something that he really enjoys doing. Obviously, he's the one that's helping us with the Crypto Fantasy League, and he kind of keeps everything on track for that. So I think that would be kind of neat, is, you know, kind of like like I said, like a TA for beginners thing. And you guys kind of get to watch over him while he shows you, hey, this is what I'm seeing based on, you know, here's how I read this, here's how I do this. And you kind of learn together, you know, and I think that would be really cool.
Absolutely.
Let's see. All right. So, so we do have a BitTorrent video out. I got to be honest with you, off the top of my head, I've got all my stuff written down because I do a lot of research on the projects once I start doing it. And I don't have it up in front of me right now, but I believe that I put a prediction in that video. If I didn't, it may be in the list of videos. I've got a list of like 50 videos that are in the works right now that'll be coming out over the next month or so. So I know that if it's not already, if we don't already have one, we definitely have a price prediction one coming out. Same thing with Polygon. We did a Polygon video last night, just because they've had a lot of news coming out lately and they've been really pumping. We're going to have a full-fledged, you know, review video with price prediction and all that stuff coming for that project as well. Bitcoin, ETH, Ripple, Theta, and Litecoin.
So those must be Jordan's new selections for fantasy. So if anyone else has got trades,
what's that?
So if anyone else has got trades, Kyle, you got any? Since
you know, I'm gonna do a full scale swap out on mine. What the heck?
Kyle's going full scale swap out.
All right, so I'm going.
So Derek says, please, if your username, he said, please, if your username isn't your name, private message him, me or you, so we can get your name, contact info for all playing fantasy crypto. Yeah, guys, honestly, it's a lot of fun, especially when you're winning like me. So hate to brag, or you know, but
all right. So, oh man, Darren's going with some of my picks right there. Let's see, we're going. Eight minds think alike, Darren. I gotta go. I gotta put some Ethereum Classic on there. I gotta do it. Ooh. I need one more.
Oh, Derek says if you're trading, he needs to know not only what you're trading, but what you're trading for. So that's a good point. Just making
there we go.
So Kyle's doing 100% complete swap out.
Yep. VeChain, Theta, Ethereum Classic, Eternity Chain, and Filecoin. I think Filecoin's the next one that's on my radar. That thing, I would think it's got to be getting ready to rip. It's been absolutely just getting beat up ever since they had that huge run up. Just hasn't really done a whole lot since, while the rest of the market's been, you know, running right along and everything. That one's kind of just been staying stagnant, or I mean, right now I think for the week it's down 25%. So I think it's too good of a project to stay down too long. So I think that's going to be a big one coming up there. I think where is Eternity Chain at too? Because guys, that's one definitely keep your eye on.
So Derek says, so what for what? So he needs the current value, because so that way he can figure out what the trading is, which is a good point. So, you know, I
got to be honest with you. I gotta go back and look at what my original picks were.
So I'm swapping Doge for Filecoin. Por favor. Goddamn Elon ruined my dream. So Jordan wants to know what the difference between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic.
So ETH Classic is the original code of Ethereum. So before they had, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me pull this up so you can see. Let me get it pulled up on my let me get it pulled up on CoinGecko real quick, because it'll make it easier just to go right to their website so I can show you. Come on. Sorry, my computer like froze. What is going on? There we go. ETC. And let's pull it up. There we go.
So Dad wants to swap Doge for Matic.
All right, let me share my screen here. All right, there we go. All right, so Jordan, ETH Classic, it's basically, yeah, you can see right here, it's a continuation of the unaltered history of the original Ethereum chain. So it's to preserve the principle of code as law. So essentially, this is literally like the very, very first version of the Ethereum code. This was a project that was forked off from Ethereum to preserve that. There's literally nothing special about it. I'm not typically one that is a big fan of forks off from Ethereum or Bitcoin for that matter. You got Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV, wrapped Bitcoin. I'm not a big fan of those. I like the original for Bitcoin, and then for ETH, I just like Ethereum. So for this, I'm not a huge fan of it. I just think that it is due possibly for a pump, mainly just because of the name having Ethereum in it and the fact that you can get it on Coinbase. It's easy to get. It's way cheaper than Ethereum, and there's so many new people coming into the market that that's what they're going to be focused on. Is it's easy to get. You can get a Coinbase account set up in 5 minutes. It's easy to be able to purchase on there, and it's got that namesake Ethereum, and it's actually, I was going to say, I believe it's down quite a bit right now. So obviously down 15% today, but overall, let's see if we can get that to pull up here. There we go. I mean, it just had a massive pump, so obviously be careful. However, I think it could potentially do it again, as we've seen with Doge. Again, more lately, SafeMoon, Shiba Inu. I mean, any of those ones right there, absolutely pumping. Now, those ones, at least the last couple, maybe not quite as well known initially as this. This one's been around for a while, but nonetheless, I think that it has that potential where it could absolutely just take off like a rocket.
Right.
All right. Is that, I think we've made it all the way through the chat there. You got anything else for him, Dan?
Yeah, one more. We'll do one more here. We got
Josh
said, have we gone over ADA yet?
We didn't go over anything specific for it. I love ADA. One of my favorite projects. I think that it's I think it's going to do very well this bull run. I think somewhere $8 to $10, somewhere in there is kind of where I believe that it's going to go. I think it's really going to shine next bull run. Will it overtake Ethereum? I don't know about that. I'm more bullish on Cardano than I am Polkadot, though. Out of the two that have kind of been dubbed the Ethereum killer, I'm more bullish on the two of them. But I think all three of them, work together. I mean, they're all very similar, but they're all different. And I think that there's room for all three of them at the top because it's such a massive space and there's a need for all three of them. I mean, I'm glad that they're around because ETH does need competition. I mean, as with anything in life, you need to have that competition to keep things fair. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm going to keep kind of watching that price point and everything. I took advantage of it when it dipped below $1 during the last dip. I went in and bought more of it just because I knew that was, that was a great buy on that. Don't trade emotionally, just like Amazon training. For those I know from there, don't buy trends. Absolutely. I would agree. That's the thing. You can make a lot of money on some of those meme coins and the ones that you can pump, but be very, very careful. Always look at who's got the use case, who has the right team in place, who's got the right partnerships. That's why I'm so bullish on projects like Chainlink. Chainlink went over $50. It's on a correction right now, but I think ultimately, I mean, it's going to be in the hundreds of dollars that it's worth easily, at least in my opinion. So, all right. With that being said, guys, I apologize. We got to cut this one a little bit short because Dan and I both have stuff that we do have to get taken care of tonight. But with that being said, we'll end this one for tonight, and then next Monday, right?
Yep, next Monday.
We'll be on Monday,
Thank
and
you,
then
guys.
we'll keep you guys posted about that series with Derek. That's going to be coming out very, very soon. We're really excited about that. I think that that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really informative, and we're all going to kind of learn together, which I think is cool. That's what we're all here for.
Absolutely. Emperor Crypto Teen out. The king of crypto. See you guys. Have a good night.